Hello my friends, welcome to our second video on arithmetic sequences. This is in a ThatQuiz website, so you're going to find your name in the drop down menu. Make sure to scroll down, there's lots of names here, and you'll type in the password, which is the same, all lowercase g, c, v, s, and hit OK. If you don't see your name in the drop down menu for some reason, please let me know. And I'll make sure to fix that for y'all. So arithmetic sequences, like we've been talking about, they have some starting value, and then we have this common difference that's being added or subtracted each time. So down at the bottom, a little note. It says, note the common difference is the number that you add to each term to get to the next term. If the terms are increasing, it's positive. If the terms are decreasing, it's negative. So we can see on this first problem, we're going from 6 to a -2. So they're definitely getting smaller. And we're going to get from 6 to -2, we're going down 8. To go from -2 to -10, down 8. -10 to -18, down 8. They all fit that pattern, so we're good. Our common difference is a -8. And if we need to find the next three terms, -18 minus 8 is going to get us -26. Oops. -26 minus 8 is -34. And -34 minus 8 is -42. Make sure you have that all figured out. And when you're all set, you can hit OK. For this next following sequence, we have -9, -4, 1, 6, and 11. So sometimes it can help to write the numbers vertically. You don't have to, but it can help you see what's happening. We're starting with a -9 and ending with an 11. So they're definitely getting bigger. So we're adding a positive number. -9 plus 5 is -4. -4 plus 5 is 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. And 6 plus 5 is 11. So our common difference is a positive 5. 11 plus 5 gets us 16. 16 plus 5 is 21. And 21 plus 5 is 26. So again, we're just taking that common difference and adding 5 each time. And when we see this A1, it's talking about our first term. And our first term that we started with was a -9. Beautiful. Once you have everything plugged in, go on and hit OK. Now our next sequence, we have 9, 13, 17, and 21. These numbers are getting bigger. 9 plus 4 is 13. 13 plus 4 is 17, and 17 plus 4 is 21. So here's our common difference, a positive 4. So to find the next one, we do 21 plus 4, and then that gets us 25. 25 plus 4 gets us 29. And lastly, we have 29 plus 4, which is 33. So our next three terms are 25, 29, and 33. Now, if we wanted to find the rule for the nth term, and when we see something like nth, that just means we can plug in any number for n. So if we wanted to find the 50th term, n would be 50. If we wanted to find the 10th term, n would be 10. So n is what we use to represent whatever number we're going to end up looking for, but this is our general equation. So a sub n is a1, which our a1 is 9, right? That's what we started with, plus n minus 1 times the difference. And our common difference that we found was 4. So we're going to put a 4 in this place. Now, if we wanted to use that formula to find the 11th term, we're plugging in 11 for n. So notice where we had n before, now we're just putting an 11 in its place. And we're going to bring down the 9 and bring down the 4. That stays the same. So 11 minus 1, first in parentheses, gets us 10. So we have 9 plus 10 times 4. Order of operation tells us to do multiplication first. So we're going to do 10 times 4, which is 40. 9 plus 40 gets us 49 for our 11th term in the sequence. 6, 7. So right now we have our 7 terms on the left. If we went all the way to the 11th term, you could see we would get 37 would be our 8th term, then 41 would be our 9th, then 40, what am I adding? 5, and then finally 49. So once you have all of this plugged in, make sure to go to the next slide. Ready? Our next slide here, we see positive 18, and then 16, and then 14, and then 12. So we think about what's happening. They're getting smaller, so it's going to be a minus. And how much of that is minus? Well, 18 minus 2 gets us 16. 16 minus 2 is 14. 14 minus 2 is 12. So our common difference is a negative 2. Our next 3 terms, 12 minus 2 is 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. And 8 minus 2 gets us 6. So we're following that pattern of subtracting 2 each time. Here we put our first term, our a1, which we started out with, 18. And then over here, we're putting our common difference, which we saw was a minus 2. Now, if we wanted to find the 25th term, we have 18 plus 25 minus 1 times negative 2. 25 minus 1 is 24. 24 times negative 2 is a negative 48. And 18 plus a negative 48 is a negative 30. So if we keep this pattern going all the way till the 25th term, we'll end up with negative 30 as our 25th term. Now there's one more in this ThatQuiz. 1, 7, 13, 19. The numbers are getting bigger, so that common difference is going up by 6. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 6 is 13. 13 plus 6 is 19. So our common difference is going up by 6. If we add 6 again to get the next term, we would get 25. 25 plus 6 is 31. And 31 plus 6 is 37. Now we're plugging in our first term into the first box and our difference into the last box. So our first term is 1 and our difference is 6. If we wanted to find the 21st term, we're going to do 1 plus 21 minus 1 times 6. 21 minus 1 is 20 times 6. 20 times 6 is getting us 120. And then when we add 1 to that, we get 121 for our final answer. And I believe that is the last one. So once you plug that in, you can hit OK and you can hit finish and you should be all set here. If you have any questions on this, please let me know. Please reach out to me for any support that you need. Y'all are rocking it. Keep going. You got this. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.